Welcome to Show What You Know video for Bio 201 Understanding the Human Body, the lab component. Many of you already know me. For those who don't, I'm Bakhtavar Shafqat and I took a 3-credit course on understanding the human body with a 1-credit lab. This course was interesting because it made me learn about human body, which is a miracle in itself, as it is capable of creating life, surviving horrible diseases, accidents, and tasting all kinds of good and equally bad food. Our body performs amazing features every day, like every minute, every second, in fact, and this course gave me an opportunity to learn and explore some of those amazing ones. This slide shows a list of all the labs that we have performed throughout the semester, and as you can see, it contains a great variety of topics, such as hematology to blood grouping to immunology lab, etc., etc. My favorite lab out of all has been the immunology lab because I always wondered, if our immune systems are so amazing, why do we get sick at all? It was interesting to know that the rhinoviruses that actually cause the cold have minimal to no symptoms at all. Rather, the symptoms we experience are the ones our bodies show when fighting the virus, which means people with more robust immune responses may actually be more likely to show the symptoms of the disease. Having said that, today I will not talk about this lab. Instead, I will share with you my experience of yet another lab on sensory transduction. The objective of performing this lab experiment was to understand why we feel pain, for example, when we get hit by a rock. In this lab, we learned the basics of sensory transduction by testing and comparing the mechanisms of actions of 2 anesthetic drugs. We explored which stimuli activate different types of sensory neurons and behold the flow of ions inside an axon. We also performed a virtual patch clamp experiment to analyze how the anesthetics impact the pain transduction in the nociceptors and confirm the result by performing some in vivo experiments before selecting the best painkiller for the subject. After analyzing the in vitro data, we determined if the differences in the effect of 2 painkillers are confirmed in the studies or not. Since this was a 200 level course, we did not make full lab reports. Instead, we got activity sheets with assessment questions to fill out. For this lab specifically, our understanding was assessed through questions such as what are sensory neurons, their different categories and their specific functions, the importance of chemoreceptors, and what are the functions of nociceptors, so on and so forth. Lastly, for the 2 available drugs, we discussed our findings. As you can see, this slide briefly talks about the assessment and the conclusion for the lab. That is, we dissected some dorsal root ganglia from the rat's spinal cord to use for a patch clamp experiment. We also then were able to see and analyze the results on the virtual PC screen in a short time to test the effect of the 2 anesthetics and to evaluate their effect on the flow of ions in sensory transduction. We see that lidocaine inhibits motor function while Rabine doesn't, so we decided that Rabine suited our subject the most. The best thing about this lab was that it was easy, it was short, it helped to build a concept that we learned in class. I did not know the difference between pains and painkillers before, so I got to learn something new and exciting. It would have been easier if we had some extra time to spend on the activity sheets. Otherwise, great lab overall. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. Have a good day. Bye.